watches are here. 500 millibar rapid analysis, which is mid-level, which and surface features here. What you're seeing here is a mid-level trough moving through the flow and into Canada, which is bringing a stationary boundary right along the upper Midwest here. Then we have a stationary front and inverted trough and a trough here across Florida, which is leading to increased convection and unsettled weather for the southeast. One can't help but wonder if we might get some kind of tropical development off the coast here of either place, but as of right now, that's not the case. Either way, it'll be a lot of rainfall offshore here, and you can see from the radar much rain is ongoing offshore. A lot of convergence looks like going on right now. So that's what's going on there. And the stationary boundary is a focus for convection today. And here's the surface analysis. I know it's a large thing here. You have this surface boundary stalled out along the southeast coast with a trough here bisecting Florida. Another cold front and stationary front, another cold front in the Midwest states here, all the way back to the almost to California. And along where this boundary is, there's going to be, again for today, increased chance of excessive rainfall along these stationary boundaries here. So that's that. If we look at pull up the latest, moving a little bit slow today. I'm still, as you can tell, I'm not feeling the greatest. This composite radar, this gives a better view of the ongoing convection here. You see where the I'm gonna take off the layers here. See where the flood watches are in the Midwest into the Great Lakes, and where the ongoing convection is. You have flood warnings all over the place here, and this is going to continue today. If we look at the outlooks for today for excessive rainfall, you can see where the moderate risk is. Eastern Kansas, northwest Missouri, right over Kansas City today, and large surrounding areas off the southeast coast and into Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida. Go over tomorrow. The slight risk remains over this part of the U.S. and central part, and we have marginal risk still in the southeast and slight along the north and South Carolina coastline. That threat moves a little further west here in the marginal risk area. He also has a flood watch along the southeast coast. Didn't even realize that till just now. And the rainfall moves eastward into Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and desert southwest again. We go to day 4 and 5. That threat moves further eastward as a front moves through up into the upper Midwest and desert southwest. And day 5, see where the threats are. Not, as of right now, not a lot of excessive rainfall expected during this period, but that could increase or decrease as we get closer to the event. When we look for severe weather today, categorical outlook for slight risk, mostly driven by wind and hail along the front range of the Rockies into Kansas, parts of Oklahoma, Mexico. Large, small 15%, 5% in the brown area. Hail right along the front range of the Rockies, where the best lapse rates will be today. And in this other part where you have the flood watches, the columns likely really saturated, so hail chances are diminished because lapse rates will be low, at least at the mid levels. Tornado risk, marginal 2% risk right on the front range of the Rockies again. For tomorrow, marginal risk in North Texas, general thunderstorms otherwise. On day 3, no marginal risk outlined right now, but for day 2, no tornado risk, low wind and hail risk likely in the panhandle of Texas, but which is kind of unusual this time of year. So as I showed you on the satellite loop, there's a this broad flow here is what's contributing to the severe weather, and what's probably going to happen is a short wave is going to move through the flow and impact northern Texas tomorrow. If we look at pivotal weather, we look at the upper level flow pattern. This is 500. Let me log in. It always logs me out here. Let's look at the GFS upper level flow. Let's try the HRR. My bad on this, but the flow dips a little further south, and you can see over Texas here we have some enhancement with the trough right along that area. That's certainly what's driving the convection there. As far as sensible temperatures go for today and into tomorrow, we have a broad 70s and 80s, which cooler temps in the southeast, warming up in the Texas into the Midwest, with the heat becoming a major factor today. If we look at the heat risk here, you see how hot heat impacts are going to be up here in Chicago, Detroit area, and that risk moves eastward and also in the desert southwest into the west of the Rockies. The heat kind of really overspreads the southeast for a lot of states east of the Rockies by the 16th. So when we look back at the, so you know what the heat's going to look like in the coming days. What next couple of days? What's going to be sensible weather? So we have this low here that the HRR model is depicting developing. Makes me wonder if we might not get a tropical system out of this. I hope not. Anyway, very unsettled in the southeast. Shower and storm developing along the stalled front. Storms coming off the Rockies into Texas in the next 24 hours. Looks like an MCS moving through the flow here in the Midwest. The HRR has this low sitting out here in the Gulf, and I have to keep an eye on that for further development. Hopefully nothing will happen there. So let's look at real quickly for the local weather for the area here. For my friends here in Georgia, I like to do this every day. So shower and thunderstorms likely, high 84 today. Chance shower and thunderstorms tomorrow, high 84. You can see the winds are moving to the southeast and south and west, north and back to east again as we get further in the period. But um, shower and storm chances are pretty high, with highs in the 80s all through the period. And as we get towards the end of the week, it's going to warm up some, and shower and storm chances will be less. So the general theme is quite unsettled for the next couple days, and then warming up towards the end of the week, um, but not overly hot, at least not yet. I'd like it to cool off later this afternoon, which will be nice. Again, enjoy the cooler weather while we can. Kind of a short forecast today.